Where we last left our heroes, Danir the Catman Wizard, Wolfgang the Angelic Warlock, and Nara the Drow Sorceress began their march northward alongside Elliot and his chosen Kylum Diaboli squad. With a sense of dread and the appearance of a mysterious specter Nara spotted on the first night's watch, the platoon readied themselves for trouble. But no preparation could help them with what was to come the following night. While camping outside of River Run, seeking to find two Kylum soldiers who had gone off scouting for supplies, Nara and Elliot Connolly found more than they had bargained for as the Jester of Bordeaux made his presence known. Meanwhile, back at the camp, the remaining Kylum soldiers all began to fall prey to the Jester's madness as illusory Jester masks appeared on their faces, accompanied by mad laughter and swift violence. Danir thought fast and attempted to dispel as many as he could, but between the power at the Jester's disposal and the number of soldiers to treat, the odds were not in their favor. All while Nara and Elliot tried to vanquish the Jester once and for all. With wings aloft and a burning blade blazing in his grip, Elliot flies towards the mad clown. But will it be enough? So, as we had left off, Dimitri, currently in battle, trying to knock some sense into the two Kylum platoon members who are just viciously trying to stab at him. They haven't done a whole lot of damage so far, as Dimitri is very well versed in defensive tactics. But he has little by way of getting them to snap out of it outside of using violence of his own means. Dice that fell on the floor here a moment ago. As his daggers go flying around in a tornado, kind of like, nearly being kind of like a shell around him of spinning blades. He manages to deal a small amount of damage to these men. Meanwhile, Wolfgang, you're still basically surrounded by these mad mask-wearing madmen. 13 will not hit you, if I'm correct, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, that first slash is not gonna hit. What about a 15?
15 will not hit either.
All right, as this soldier continues trying to swipe at you, slice. The blade itself just never quite finding its mark as you're able to kind of like deftly duck, dive, and weave out of the way. Hargrave up. Let's see. 17 to hit, Wolfgang.
That will hit.
All right. That is 6 points of slashing damage for the first strike. As he tries to go in for a second. That's a 16 to hit.
No dice.
No dice on the second one. As you take a blade to your arm, you're able to kind of like move out of the way as he pulls it back and tries to thrust it towards you again. One of the guys fighting Dimitri. That's a miss. That's a hit. As you see a blade kind of swiped right into his side. Right, and with that, Danir, it is you're up.
Alright, Danir activates Feline Agility. He's going to move up here, which will put him within 30 foot of both Demetrius and Wolfgang. And I am going to cast Dispel Magic at 5th level on this boy right here.
Alright, at 5th level. Yeah, that succeeds. Just flat out this man who's about to like try to take a swipe down at Dimitri. He goes in for the strike, but as he does, the mask shatters on his face and he just falls forward.
And I end my turn.
And thus your turn ends. Next up we have Wolfgang.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my pouch, and I'm going to toss some diamond dust into the air, and I'll imbue it with some holy power, and it will almost magnetically cling to the mask on this one's face, the one that I'm pinging, and I'm going to cast Greater Restoration.
Let's see. Let me check on the rules for this particular spell.
You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. It can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects. One effect that charms or petrifies a target.
All right, yep.
One curse.
That would do it. So the man behind you, or the man in front of you, I guess, would be Hargrave. As you cast that spell, his eyes, like, you throw that dust in his face. It seems to cling to the spectral mask, and then it just disappears, and you see his eyes roll back as he falls unconscious before you.
Fuck. All right. With my bonus action, I am going to use 2 uses of my healing light on myself. Oops, heal for 2d6. I heal for 7.
All right. Next up is the guy to your side.
Oh, God.
That's a 19 to hit. That will hit.
Yep.
And with that slice, he does 6 points of slashing damage.
I use my reaction to trigger
Arcane
my,
ward.
Yeah, my distant ward, my projected ward.
Okay, so as you kind of like wince, getting ready to take another slice from part of your freshly healed flesh, a arcane ward appears and starts to absorb the damage that you would have taken.
How much damage was it again?
6 slashing.
Okay.
Just looks over his shoulder briefly, Danira nods.
That will not deter him as he goes for a second sliceroo. That is a 14 to hit. Nope. And whoosh. Ready for the second one. Not gonna hit. Lastly, the other guy fighting Dimitri is going to take a swing at him. First one is a hit. And the second one is also a hit. All right. Back by the river.
Oh, God.
What is he going to do? The jester appears to ready in action as he draws a sword. Just kind of glaring at Elliot. This implied smile kind of crinkles across his eyes behind the mask. Nara, you're up.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Really not good.
Bad day indeed.
Bad day. Bad day. I've been trying to think about what the fuck to do for so long. No, just because my brain... Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, everything feels like a bad choice.
There are no bad choices, only bad outcomes.
I know. So the two guys to my right are still lumbering around, correct?
They appear to be bewitched, yes.
Right. So I'm gonna twin spell polymorph them into like frogs.
Okay. Let's see. If they are
click it?
unwilling, that is a wisdom save, I think. Feel free to click polymorph for me.
Yeah, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. What is your save DC?
My save DC. Oh gosh, I'm page for it. 17.
17.
Yeah. Oh, it's at the bottom. Duh. I'm so
Oh
nervous.
yeah, I need to scroll down to that. Sorry. Do.
Okay, so my twin is gonna take.
He's gotta. Okay. So, as it stands, do I have? All right. As it goes, you begin to cast as you turn towards them. And the one directly, or the one a little closer to the bank, boonk, turns into a frog. The other one
God.
Made it save.
Fuck!
But she goes, ribbit. Ribbit.
Still a good play.
Shit!
It's a good call.
Um,
Hey, he's still a frog.
yes. And,
So it's a frog wearing a tiny little spectral mask.
and that, just so that my brain is on, like, high alert, that takes my sorcery points, but only takes one spell slot, correct?
Yes.
Because it's twin spell. Okay, great. Yes?
Yes,
I've
that is correct.
Yes,
Ye?
that is how it works.
Okay, and
You
then I have a
still
bonus
have a
action.
movement and a bonus action.
My bonus action. Fucking A. So not good. And I can only do my sorcery point things once per turn, correct?
I don't think that's the case. I'm
Oh,
pretty
You can
okay.
use them on different things depending
Yeah.
on what the meta magic option is.
Okay. Then, but to convert a spell slot to sorcery points it can be it as a bonus action, correct?
Is that what it says? I'm unfamiliar with sorcerers.
Flexible casting. You can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points. So spell slot level, if it was like 4, sorcery points cost would be
That sounds
6.
like it's a free action, honestly.
As-
if they
oh,
don't
as a-
specify.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can expend
Okay, then
one
yeah, it's a
spell
bonus.
slot and gain a number of sorcery points equal to the slot's level.
Yeah.
And it works in reverse.
Right. Okay. Shoot. Oh my god. Is there any way I can use the bonus action to get away without him taking a swing at me? like, move-
That's specifically a rogue ability called a cunning
Gosh,
action.
done,
So
puff. That's right. Okay, well. Gosh dingles. And he's still in no, the innervation is already done with him. Oh god.
yeah, and using enervation requires an action.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this guy is still covered in your tentacles, though.
He is. I just haven't used them on him. I'm just so. I spent so much time thinking about this, and now my brain is like completely shutting down.
You're okay, Caitlin. Just remember, you're not alone in this fight.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got.
He's just gonna stay
You got
put
Elliot
then.
over there. All right, just gonna chill there.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna stay put
Alright.
for now.
I need to roll something for a little ass.
Thank you.
Little ass.
He was just kind of like looking at his reflection in the water. Heard the sound of a little plop.
Oh no.
and he sees food.
Oh no.
And
No,
begins
no,
stomping
no.
towards the frog.
No, 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 ass, no. No, 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 baby, no. Not for eating.
I will let you use your bonus action to
Yes,
try.
I was just
Go ahead.
gonna say.
Please, animal handle.
Animal handling, and she'll try and point at the jester to be like, "That's food over there. That one over there. That's the food. So go eat that one." Oh, 21.
Oh,
21,
mythical.
baby.
21.
He begins stomping over towards the frog, and then he notices you just going, "No, no!" He looks at you.
I'm pointing at the jester.
He doesn't seem to quite comprehend everything that's going on, but he's not eating the frog.
Okay, great.
That's a little ass.
Okay.
Little ass.
Little ass. Let's see, it's the guy that did not turn into a frog's turn.
Fuck.
He's going to
Oh.
make a
Little ass is gonna be real upset now.
stab towards you and miss with the first blow. I
Thank
don't
God.
even have to ask. And wow, misses with the second blow as well. Habada.
Ooh.
Banga.
Now Elliot, who eyes blazing, kind of like holds his wings aloft, fiery blade aloft on this side of the bank. This radiant light, these like kind of circles, these halos kind of begin to form around him towards his back. It hurts your eyes to look at, Nara, as these 7 halos each kind of spawn behind him in slightly larger circles, one like larger than the other, start to kind of like spawn behind his back, and then each of them contract and start turning into these little orbs that start spinning around his head.
Oh my god, you and your
Like
dad
a-
are so extra.
Like a fiery crown of blazing white stars. He casts Crown of Stars and he points to the jester.
Oh shit.
Crown of Stars, very powerful. Like, it's probably his most powerful technique.
I don't even have that yet.
It is formidable.
Very strong.
Oh my.
Also, it should be noted that he is shedding bright light for a good distance now because
Yes.
of that.
Yes.
Oh, good.
He is a blazing beacon of light right now.
Good, good, good,
And
good,
as
good.
he, let's see, casting time is 1 action. Can he also use? Okay, yes, as a bonus
it's a-
action,
Yeah.
which he will
He's a
now use to
flashlight.
make a spell attack on the jester.
Come on, little boy.
Oh,
Come
that's
on.
gonna fucking hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
This will deal 4d12 radiant damage.
Oh my god.
12. As this, as one of the motes of light floating around his head, he grabs it, holds it in his hand, and thrusts it out. This beam of light just fires forth as if he's fighting with some like magic, like super weeaboo fighting magic. This burst, this pillar of light fires from his hand and erupts all over the jester. Do that. Would have been good.
What? What do you mean would?
As the light fades and your eyes readjust, standing where the jester was. Well, actually, no. The jester is standing there. You finally did it. As the guise begins to disappear, and standing in his place is one of the Kylum soldiers,
What? What?
who falls down to the ground, dead as fuck. A look of shock permeates Elliot's face. as the frog begins to croak rapidly.
Huh? Huh?
Standing where the frog once stood,
You're
the
fucking...
jester begins to applaud. As a mirage seems to fade away from the area.
I turned the jester into a frog.
You thought you did.
God damn it, come on.
I'm sorry. Well done! You fucking killed him. Oh. Do make sure to send some flowers to his family. As Elliot turns back. It is now...
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Jester will go ahead and start charging towards you,
Ooh.
drawing his rapier
Ah, what?
with a
No.
flash of red light. A 19 will hit you, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
As this blade pierces into your side, you take 9 points of piercing damage and 5 necrotic damage.
Oh, my
And
Jesus.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw as you begin to feel your diaphragm tighten.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. 18?
Ooh.
You're able to suppress the feeling as you're really... You start to... Your face starts to contort into a smile, but you're able to force that feeling off. As you could feel some malevolent energy trying to enter your body.
Ooh.
The jester pulls the blade back and once again goes for another stab.
Oh, Jesus, come on.
Does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
That is another 9 points of piercing damage and another
Fuck.
5 necrotic damage.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And
Not
as
good.
this thing isn't a one save saves all mechanic, you need to make another wisdom save.
Fuck. Come on, baby. 12?
Unfortunately, this
Oh,
time, when you feel the
shit.
convulsions in your gut, you start to double over as mad laughter begins to take over your body. You are stricken by Tasha's hideous laughter and are considered prone and unactionable until you are able to shake this feeling,
Oh, God.
as you are sent into a mad laughing fit.
Oh, okay.
It is funny, isn't it? Back at the other camp. Both of you make me a perception check.
Okay. Here we go.
19.
19 for Denier.
5.
Wolfgang, you're a little distracted right now, but Denier, out of the corner of your eye, to your left, for a moment you saw, like, you feel like there was like this spark, and now there's kind of a dim glow in the distance off there. With that, it is currently Dimitri's turn, who now only has to focus on one before him. So I'm going to send out his knives. Four out of the 6 hit. 2. 3. 4. All right. Slicey dicey. Hitting that guy. Wolfgang. One of the men is still trying to slice at you. Well, 2 of them are still trying to slice at you. That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit. That'll do it.
That'll. Oof, 9 points of slashing damage. And the second slice will miss. And Denier, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast a spell magic on the one that is on Wolfgang's right, on this boy right here.
Alrighty.
I cast it at 4th level, which means I'm going to have to make a check.
Yes, sir.
That is a 27.
Which is enough to... Wolfgang, as this guy is going for the second slice on you, you ready yourself to kind of parry the blow. But then his mask shatters, and he falls to the ground unconscious.
Free action. I think I know where they are! Once we finish off these, we can get to them!
Right.
And with the cast of more Abjuration magic, my arcane ward refills itself, and I get my reaction back. I end my turn.
Alright, Wolfgang.
I am going to reach into my pocket once again. I'm going to pull out another handful of diamond dust, and I will cast Greater Restoration on the remaining man in front of me.
And like that, his mask similarly shatters, and he falls to the ground.
Sorry, lads.
Just one. All right. That does leave the guy that's Dimitri is currently fighting, who is still going at it madly. First slice is a miss. Oh, sorry. You still have a bonus action.
I'm just going to put myself up there, and I'm going to use my bonus action to spend 2 more uses of my healing light on myself. Healing for 2d6. That's fine.
All right, well, both of this guy's attacks on Dimitri miss.
Gotcha.
Back by the creek. The one formerly thought to be the Jester is gone. So, Nara, it is your up.
Can I even do anything?
You can remake your wisdom save.
Come on, baby. 20!
Yeah!
20!
As he's laughing alongside you, you are able to shake out the laughs and bring yourself back to your feet, but that is your turn. Little ass sees somebody attacking his mama. Oh, and since the target the Whisper was going after is gone.
Whisper's gone.
Shoop, punk. Little ass mad.
Yeah? Yeah!
Yeah!
Baby!
Brr, fuck you!
Stomp, stomp, chomp. Looks up. Oh my. Lil ass rears back and slams his face down into the dirt, trying to get a nice big bite out of the Jester. When his mouth opens, the Jester is just kind of standing in his mouth, holding his arms up. Ooh, toughy. And he steps out, having essentially been missed, but taking no damage in a comedic effect.
Dingles, why?
But the angry Chronosaur is not done. It is going to try to slam with its tail.
Yes.
Which the Jester will
baby.
proceed to jump over.
God damn it.
And then try to slam down with a claw.
Yeah?
Which the Jester will proceed to parry with his blade.
Oh my god. I want him to die so much.
It's not a kind fella.
No. Now I
Meanwhile,
hate his pants. You know what? I hate his pants. They're dumb.
Oh no, don't tell him that.
I will.
Oh no! Before you do that, this guy has a choice to make, and he's going to choose to attack you, Nara, as you are...
God damn it.
But
Oh.
he rolls a natural 1, thereby
That's the best.
thereby dropping his blade.
God damn it. I
And
wish you would have
he,
stabbed the Jester instead.
Just keeps laughing and tries to swing at you with his hand and misses horribly.
Thanks. That's good.
It is now... Wait, no. That guy was down beneath Elliot. There we go. That's the correct order. It is now Elliot's turn. Who, not wanting to hit that guy, is now going to fly to here. You will pay for every drop of blood! As he throws out another beam of starlight. And as the Jester looks up, oh. Once again, cascaded with this beam of radiant energy. Elliot strikes true.
Oh, thank God.
2.
I was so afraid of a nat 1 and just him absolutely wrecking my shit.
I really hope he's not doing a Hawkins thing.
Yeah, Elliot just fucks this guy up with a massive blast.
Guy?
The Jester.
Okay, great. But the
As
Jester...
far as you're aware, the Jester just got fucked up supremely by a massive blast.
Okay, cool, I hope.
He's doing the thing that I do.
Yay! The Jester is within arm reach of me, I'm worried.
That he is. Alright. Alright. He sees no reason to switch up what's kind of been working for him.
Oh.
As he's had just about enough of your dinosaur, he turns,
No.
and with a nat 20, he's going to
No.
stab at Lil Az.
No.
My
Big Lil
baby.
Az.
Little ass.
Baby takes 20 points of piercing damage. And 5 necrotic.
Oh.
And must make a wisdom save, which as a big dinosaur is not great.
No, no, no.
Fails miserably as Lil
Oh,
Ass
God.
begins to kind of like cough and kind of chortle. Begins to shrink and kind of collapse on the ground and chortle as best it can in as if it's being tickled all over. Good boy. Roll over. And then he
Scared
pulls
you.
the blade out. How dare I? Like this! And he turns and tries to stab you again.
God damn it.
Yeah, 29 will hit.
Yeah, of course it's gonna hit.
That is... Damn, 14 points of piercing damage and 5 necrotic.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, 14 points?
His blade is pretty strong, and he's no slouch
And-
either.
And how much was the necrotic?
Just 5.
Nara is hanging on by a thread.
That's less than good.
Not good.
Not good.
Jester,
Really,
lev-
really not good.
Yeah, it's been some years since you've seen this guy, and he's only gotten stronger in that time.
I've never met him.
Well, then, as far as you know, this guy's a bad guy to be around.
Yeah.
Back at the camp. Dimitri continues to defend himself with his blades. But noticing that this is the last guy, he's not going to continue to attack him, instead readying an action should whatever you guys plan fail. As Daenerys, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic once again at 4th level.
Go ahead. Give me that check.
Yep. 26.
Nice.
And sure enough, as you hold out your hand, the mask shatters, and the man falls unconscious. Combat in this zone has effectively ended. But given that combat is happening elsewhere...
For my move action, I'm moving up. I'm going to use my free action. I can take you both if you want to go, but we got to move now. We're heading that way.
We need someone.
Somebody needs to look over these men. You go now.
Right, was just about to say.
That's all I can do for now. I end my
Alright.
turn.
Wolfgang.
I'm just going to wait for whatever Denier has planned.
Denier, what is it? What is it that you have planned? I'll allow this to go off now, so I can just get rid of this side of the map.
I cast Fly at 4th level on myself and Wolfgang, and then I'm going to activate Feline Agility with my 60-foot movement speed, and I'm going to double dash for 240 feet in a single action, in a single move.
And I'll be right behind
Alright.
him.
Denier seems to have an idea of where they are as you follow Wolfgang. You'll be a bit behind as he...
Yeah.
240. He's
an
moving
immense
120.
speed
I'm
advantage.
moving 240.
All right, Nara.
Jesus.
Fucking A. Oh my god. Nara, knowing that this is really, really bad, she's gonna Scorching Ray at 5th level.
5th level Scorching Ray. How many rays
Yeah.
is that? Because I think it's...
It's
Yeah,
3 on
I mean-
2.
So
6.
you get 6.
Okay, so the first ray is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit.
7.
Go ahead and
Oh,
cast your additional rays.
Okay. 14.
Will miss.
23.
Will hit.
10.
Nice.
All right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 16.
Will miss.
5. 21.
Will hit.
4.
It's 21. Okay.
Natural 20. 29.
Natural 20 will absolutely hit.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Additional 11 points of damage. So
Yeah.
that's 17, 21, 30, 32 points of fire damage. As you cast it, he sees you like holding back your finger, and then as you throw it forward, the first fire beam just kind of strikes him on the side of the face. Whoop! Dodges out of the way. The second one, kind of does like a little bit of a dance, but as he's showboating, bam, 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 the last 3 strike him square. As a massive plume of fire screeches across him. As the smoke clears, he's standing in a pose. The fire damage seemed to not have full effect on him.
Fuck
He seems resistant to flames.
you.
And then I do not remember what it does. But can I pull something out and use it immediately if an item?
Not before this happens.
Okay.
Ooh, toasty. Mind if I repay in kind? And he points on you and casts Hellish Rebuke.
Right. He's a
Fucking
warlock.
A.
And let me see, as a warlock, he has to cast at his max level. So let me see what this does. Wrong book.
Fuck. That's
It's not great.
Hellish Rebuke is a spell, yeah.
Yes.
So counter spell.
I don't know if you can use your reaction while they're using their reaction.
Oh fuck.
Is
Anyone tell me that a reaction can be used against a reaction? Please tell me I can.
I've seen other people
I'll allow it
a counterspell.
because I'll allow it because it will require a skill check to beat.
Okay, so
So give
I
me-
It
will.
can for for clarity's sake, it can be on your turn or someone else's.
Okay, perfect
Okay.
then. Yes, so you can attempt to counterspell his hellish rebuke.
Counterspell. Spell save DC 17.
It has very little to do with this.
Yeah,
I think you
it
have
doesn't-
to make
it's an opposed check
yeah.
unless you cast it at a higher level.
Jesus.
Okay, so that's a charisma check for you.
Yeah, okay. Charisma saving.
Nope, just a check.
Oh, wait, just to check in general. Charisma. Brain is so scrambled. Oh, did I just click the wrong fucking thing? Hang on. 23?
Okay.
That sure as hell will beat it as he
Oh!
as he points the finger at you. His finger just goes. He shakes his hand. Looks
I
at his
said-
finger.
I said fuck you.
I'm sorry, this doesn't normally happen. All
I'm sure you say that all the time.
He did still take some of that damage, though.
Okay.
Little ass is still chortling on the ground. He'll attempt another wisdom save. Nope, that's a fail. Guy to your side's turn picks up his blade
Fuck.
and strikes towards Nara with a miss.
Oh my
Strikes
god.
towards Nara again with another miss. This
Oh,
guy misses
thank
twice as
God.
you're able to kind of dodge out of the way of his blades.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh my god.
Elliot time, who is going to... Let's see, how many spell slots does he have here?
Oh my god.
Nara, he is going to cast heal, cure wounds at 5th level on you.
Okay. Okay.
And he's
Was
going to
about
burn
to
a
say.
Yeah, he's going to burn a sorcery point, or however many he needs to burn, in order to max out the heal. So you're about to heal for... So we can lower higher, increase by 1d8, so that's 5d8. That's 45 hit points you just healed for.
God damn.
My god. Oh.
As this radiant light blooms around you, your wounds stitch shut. You feel revitalized. Your cracked bones begin to mend. Your bruises begin to fade, whichever bruises might have even possibly been visible on your person. But you heal for 45 points of damage.
Like I said, fuck you.
And I'm not fucking done either. And Elliot holds out his hand and casts forth another one of his stars. Ranged spell attack. Unfortunately, this one's going to miss.
Ah.
No.
As the Jester's able to kind of like matrix dodge under it. Denier, how fast did you say you were moving per round?
240 feet
140 feet. Okay.
for the
you
first round, and then after that, it's 120 a round.
even at your dash?
That is my dash. It's 60 feet.
Oh, you can't use feline agility forever. That's right.
I have to stop. Yeah, I have to stop moving for at least one round to get it back.
So, all right. The light that you're seeing is getting closer and is starting to get closer, but you still got a ways to go. Luckily, while you're flying, you are unimpeded by any rough terrain that might be beneath your feet. Wolfgang, you continue flying behind as well. What's your move speed, Wolfgang, currently?
I believe dashing it is 120 feet because of fly.
Okay, so Denier's probably just going to make it one round before you as opposed to...
That's fine.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. As it is now the Jester's turn once again.
God damn. No. No, leave me alone. Please.
Yeah,
I have stuff to do today.
Well, so does he. I mean, he's done most of it, but... Let's see. None of those seem particularly useful for him, so he's just going to stick with the tickler. He's going to stab at you again, Nara. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
There's the D8. Oof.
He hates it.
Yeah. That is 15 points of piercing damage plus 5 necrotic. And you need to make another wisdom save.
Oh my... Oh... He just, like... That was like...
It's a god-level weapon.
Fuck. 20.
But you make the save.
Ugh.
As you're starting to kind of get used to that feeling.
Starting to get really pissed.
Well, unfortunately, he's not letting up.
God, stop.
He's not happy that his spell failed, so he has to prove something to himself by continuously stabbing you. Has 10 points of piercing damage plus 5 necrotic. And once again, wisdom save.
God, she's already looking bad again. 8. Fuck.
And you start to think about the irony of just being healed only to be turned into a pin cushion again. And the thought just makes you laugh. You just gotta laugh.
I fucking hate you.
Oh, join the club! Look at him! And he points over to Elliot, who's just scowling with this burning radiant fire in his eyes. He's so mad! Little ass will attempt his...
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, actually it's your turn again, Nara, so you can...
Oh, thank God. Come on, baby. 5. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Little ass attempts his. And fucking makes it, nat 20.
What? Oh my God, I'm so proud of my little baby boy.
The dinosaur's chortling stops for a moment.
Like that Far Cry 6 ad.
Yep. It just starts to stand up and loom over him as he's like laughing with you, pointing at Elliot. He notices the shadow. What? This guy's turn. He will now turn to Little Ass, who is perceived as a threat. He is going to miss with his first strike, and the second strike can't get past his scales, basically. So he whiffs with the first one, the second one just tink. Now Little Ass is pissed off at him. Elliot fucking Connolly.
So wait, did Jester just try and stab at Lil Ass and nothing happened?
No, that was just Lil Ass making his save after being on the ground for the last couple of rounds, laughing.
I see.
Elliot is going to attempt one more case of Dispel on the gentleman next to you.
Oh my God.
Skill check. Makes it.
Oh yeah, baby.
As this guy
That's my boy.
faints as the mask shatters, and Elliot turns back to the Jester. Looks like you're all alone again. And fires out the fourth of his 7 motes of light.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. That one is also gonna hit. Doo-da. Yeah. Doo-da. This damage dice, it rolls like shit. Oh, da-doo-da-day. Oh, not that one. That one's good. Alright. Another blaze of light fires forth. And the Jester actually seems rocked by this one a bit. Getting spicy. Alright, Nara, you're up. As Wolfgang and Denier get a little closer.
We're coming, Nara.
You are currently laughing and can make a wisdom save.
Fuck. That's right. Ah!
I believe.
21!
Yeah! 21!
And you made it.
Oh! Kick the bottle.
Having gotten yourself out of it twice from now on, yeah. But having made your way out of that one twice now, for the rest of this combat, if you have to do it again, you make it with advantage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That stopped being funny 5 minutes ago.
And now, an intelligence check for Little Ass. Stomp, stomp.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, little boy.
Chomp.
Oh, shit.
And this guy is currently grappled and being tossed around by a little ass.
Fuck. Fuck.
Alrighty. He's unconscious, so he can't do shit.
Oh, no, baby, no. No.
Elliot will use his bonus action to throw one more star at the Jester. He has a single target in mind. That star is unfortunately going to miss. But then he's going to fly down and brandish his fiery blade.
No. Not this close.
And strike! That's a hit. Alright, that sword does... Yowza, okay.
Sick 'em, boy.
As the radiant blade slices into the Jester, you can see pain trickle across his eyes. For the first time since this mess started. A red miasma begins to fill the space around him.
Counterspell?
You can try. Go ahead. A charisma check.
Oh, shit, that's right. Sorry.
Come on, Nara, you got this.
Come on, baby. Charisma check. 20.
Ooh.
And once again, a... He looks down at his body, just kind of shakes.
Doesn't happen that often, huh?
Let's go! Fucking MVP.
Unfortunately, around you, it seems to happen a lot. All
It
right.
just aggroed him so hard. I'm scared.
You
Oh, God.
really did. All right. It is now your turn, Nara. Little ass is munching on this unconscious dude who's not doing great.
Think you two would be friends.
And she pulls out Mansbane and stabs him in the chest.
Stabs the Jester.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and attack with Mansbane.
11.
11 is not going to work as he just kind of knocks the blade to the side, staring you in the eyes.
Bonus action. Shit, I can't do that. She's going to, as my bonus action, she's going to sacrifice a spell slot to gain sorcery points. And that will
Okay.
be all I can do for now.
What spell slot are you sacrificing?
4th level.
Okay, you're sacrificing a 4th level spell slot. Make sure to
Yes.
mark that down, and you gain 4 sorcery points in return.
Yes.
Let's see. Elliot still has 2 of his remaining stars. You'll fire 1 as a bonus action. God damn, and miss again.
God, come on,
And
guy.
he'll he's gonna have to use his action to heal this dude in Lil Ass's mouth, or this guy's gonna fucking die.
Fuck. Yeah, I
So
forgot
he's going to
about that.
cast
God
Cure
damn it.
Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh, really bad, really bad, really bad, really bad.
Heal that guy a bit.
We're coming.
To Jester.
Oh, really bad.
Once again, that red miasma starts to fill this air.
Counterspell.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh, baby.
How many 3rd level spell slots do you still have?
That was my last one. 12.
And unfortunately, it's not going to go off this time. As screams and laughter and pain echo throughout this area. I need everybody in this area to make me... Let's see, what save is this?
Please.
Intelligence save. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
That's really
I know what he just did.
He's using Mystic Arcanum.
Oh, I don't know what he just did.
This is the
Here we
biggest thing he
go.
has.
13?
Will not make it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna roll for Elliot. I'm gonna roll for Lil Ass. Yeah, that's about right. And I will roll for Mr. Unconscious Man. I guess would have to make this a disadvantage. Okay. Nara, rocketing through your mind appears to be the pain and horror and torment of the last moments of every one of the Jester's victims. A number so high that to you, even though you have killed so many people over the course of your life, still feels incalculable as the pain and agony that these people went through in their last moments rocket through your mind. You fall to the ground stunned immediately. But as the psychic scream goes off...
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a 9th level spell.
It is. It's his highest level it's his Mystic Arcanum. I need more D6s.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah, it
god.
hurts a lot. It
14d6.
hurts a lot.
And half on a save.
What kind of a save?
It was an intelligence save.
Oh, that was the... And I didn't pass, so it's all of it,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
That is
That's gonna
42 points of psychic damage. That
Nara
rips through your mind.
is down.
For the sake of combat, the player characters in this area are unconscious. However, I'm sorry, did you have something you wanted to do?
I do.
Oh? What would you do while unconscious and stunned?
Oh wait, that's right. No, wait. When my damage reduces to 0,
Mm-hmm.
I can make a charisma saving throw. DC
Okay.
5 plus damage taken. On a success, I can instead drop to 1 HP.
DC 5 plus 42. Okay.
Strength of the Grave. So, I need
So
to
you-
make
You need to roll a natural
Charisma.
20.
saving throw.
Yep. Charisma saving throw. You got a 1 in 20 shot at it.
$13.
Ah, nope. As you fall to the ground, the screams and laments of every single person who has ever had the misfortune of meeting their end against the Jester. You fall unconscious. I have to roll a few things for what happens off screen here as Denier and Wolfgang are still well in pursuit. Wolfgang and Denier. Denier specifically, as you get closer, the last of those lights dim and flicker out. And you hear a boom! Nara, you immediately fail 1 death save.
Oh.
And I want you to make me 1 death saving throw.
Okay. Where?
It should just be, you should just be able to click death save.
Where's... Oh, yeah. It's right there. Okay. Death saves. 15.
That is a success.
Oh my god.
All right. Let me adjust things to be appropriate here. You're beckoned as you float in the abyss, Nara. Your body and mind torn from the mortal coil. You once again find yourself in a familiar setting, that series of caves with the little river kind of trickling through it.
Oh, god damn it. So it didn't go well. Can't really remember what happened. There's lots of screaming. Oh shit, is Elliot okay? Fuck. Can I even leave? Okay. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay.
When you felt that, you felt something kind of like shudder through you. The entire cave just shuddered. You could feel your feet cement themselves closer to the ground as your chest kind of began to hurt.
What is that? Oh. Okay. Find a way out. Okay.
She'll start running to try and find someone, something, anything she hears. Hello? Solomon? Anyone?
You see a light open up at the far end of the cave.
She takes off after it.
Before you can make 3 steps, you feel a hand grab your shoulder.
Huh?
Turns.
You turn to see the shadowy form of your mother.
Mom? What? Hi. Sort of in the middle of something kind of important. What's going on?
She pulls you back as you try to walk further.
What?
And shakes her head.
Isn't that where I'm supposed to go?
She shakes her head.
Then can you lead me to get back to my body? Something?
You can see her eyes kind of crest into a sad smile as both of her arms, like each arm clasps over one of your shoulders as she looks you down and up. Her eyes seem to well up with these foggy tears. And she brings you in for a hug, and as you get closer, you feel your body warming.
Wait, what are you
And then
doing?
your eyes shoot open as Elliot Connolly stands above you. You heal 25 points. Or, sorry, not 25. Third level. 29 points of health.
She immediately flips over and starts looking at her shadow, trying to see if Whisper's there.
The shadow seems docile, but you can tell there's still magic in it.
Mom? Mom? You there? Mom? Whisper?
The magic, it seems very weak right now, but it kind of warbles a little in response. Take it easy. You almost died. And Denier, that's the sight you see when you pop in. You see a dead man on an island, an unconscious man on the shores. Actually, no. He's definitely fucking dead after what happened. Another dead man whose head basically popped like a watermelon. A unconscious baby dinosaur and a well-bloodied Elliot tending to Nara.
Elliot?
Yeah,
Elliot, what happened?
he ran away.
Did he?
Well, he's not bloody here now, is he?
She grabs him by the shirt collar and looks in his eyes.
Is this an attempt to insight?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
13.
In his eyes, you can see this sense of anger and disappointment, but you don't see any maliciousness. Wolfgang, you arrive shortly after Denier.
What the fuck happened? He didn't just run away. Did he get your blood? Did he leave?
As they're talking, Denier flies over. He stays about 20 feet above them, and he's making a perception check. He's basically scanning for threats.
Wolfgang's immediately
immediately-
going to ground level and checking on both of them.
Nara starts pulling up his sleeves, checking as much skin surface area as possible to see if he has any cuts, anything.
24.
24 perception. The sights around you are as they appear. There, you can make hide nor hair of the Jester of Bordeaux anywhere around here.
Okay. I don't see anything.
It's 'cause
What
fucking
happened?
gone.
I heard a loud noise. He must have
That was-
thunderstepped again.
Nara's not
Yup.
paying attention to either of you. She's still furiously, like, searching Elliot and looking at the ground and trying to see, do any sort of tracking to see who was where, how the battle ended while she was out.
Go ahead and make me a medical check or a survival check. Medical would be to check Elliot. Survival would be to check.
So 10 for Elliot and then survival second, right? Or
I'm gonna go one at a time for this.
okay.
Medically speaking, yeah, he's bloodied. There appears to be blood oozing out of his nose, eyes, ears. In a similar pattern that you seem to notice from yourself, and as you look beyond him, little ass as well.
She slaps Elliot right across the face.
He just takes it.
You idiot! What the fuck were you thinking?
She
I
hits
just
him
wanted-
again.
I grab her hand before she can again.
Don't you touch me! You've caused enough problems in my life, and now your son probably gonna be the end of the rest of this shit!
Elliot stands up very sternly. I'm glad you're alive. And he kind of shakily begins to walk over to little Az and heal it, kind of leaving you guys to your conversation.
Snatches her hand away from Wolfgang. Just stares at the ground, breathing hard.
He eyes her for a second after that, and then wordlessly walks over to his son.
Little
you
Az
right?
recovers. It's not the first time I've been bloodied. He looks up at you and notices that you're scarred up as well. I take it this entire venture was a trap then.
Well, how hard to know for sure anything when Jester or Bordeaux is involved. I know he's been trying this for a long time. With you.
How did you deal with it? How did you deal with him?
I take it you know about the man who the Jester is puppeting.
Stop. Elliot. Show me
Look
those
over to you.
wings.
He unfurls them.
Are those it, Wolfgang?
Alright, look over his wounds. See if they've been made by a blade.
And his wings, she's more referring to the radiant wings. Are those actually like
Oh.
radiant godly wings? Is
Right now they just look like pretty standard eagle wings just sticking off of his back, white plumed wings.
I'll detect magic. Just to satisfy her.
You can go ahead and give me a... God, what the fuck would this be? Medical check with advantage?
Medical check with advantage. 16.
Let me check one thing. There's one mark on his body that appears to be made by a blade. It's a very particular cut on his wrist. The rest of the blood appears to be coming from his nose, his mouth, and his eyes. He hasn't taken the time to heal himself yet.
That cut on his wrist, does it look deliberate?
With a 16, you're not sure.
Fuck.
This is what he does. He makes you feel like you can't trust anything.
It's true.
Little ass just kind of coos a little. Go on, off to your mother. And the lass very sleepily kind of wanders over to you, Nara.
She, still glaring at Elliot, pulls Lil Ass into her lap.
Denier leans in real close to Nara. What exactly happened?
Jester showed up. Made Elliot kill one of his own guys. We thought it was him. Turns out he was next to me instead. We held for as long as we could, but he took me out. I don't know what happened when I was gone for a while, but when I came to, Elliot's here, everyone else is dead, Jester is just gone. Seems pretty convenient, if you ask me. All the Jester wanted was his blood, and he came in close contact. That's the last thing I saw when I went out. So if he gave his blood to the Jester, we could all be fucked. Regardless of what timeline we're in.
We don't know that for a fact. For all we know, Elliot could have held the Jester off and bought time for us to get here.
Each of you can go ahead and give me an insight check.
Yeah.
18.
16.
16.
Nara, as you make mention of the Jester, like if he gave the Jester his blood, you can see this look of forlorn shame crawl across Elliot's face.
What did you do? You struck a deal with him, didn't you? Didn't you?
The only way you were getting out of here.
I don't
only way any of
fucking
you-
matter.
The only way my son, my child.
You're so selfish.
That's enough out of you, Nara. So the Jester's got his blood. We don't know what he can do with it. But until we do, we can't go assuming it's going to be the end of everything. Hell, there's Connolly blood all over the place.
That's what he said. He said he was patient enough to wait 1 generation. What's one more? He knew. He knew, Dad. And he struck at just the goddamn right time. But I don't think he knows that you're here. And he looks at you, Wolfgang. There's still a chance to stop him.
He stands up. He's going to grab Elliot's shoulder, and I'm going to use my healing hands on him to heal him for 12.
The
He's going...
blood streaming from his eyes, his nose, and his ears seems to stop trickling.
He looks to Denier. And then to Nara. Adjust this hat by the brim. Well, that's the new mission then.
He'll be heading for Needhog.
Needhog.
As best we can tell. He needs that blood.
Then I think it's about time that we give someone on the inside a heads up so they can head him off at the pass.
If he's allowed to take control of Needhog by whatever means he has, then it'll be over.
Then we got our work cut out for us.
I have no small part that I've played in that, and I apologize. But by the light of the Kylum Diabolai, by the blood of the Connollys, I know you can stop him.
I can't stop him. We can. And just look around at everybody. It's time to cane the Jester off the stage.
Pan's stupid anyway.
Personally, I hate that goofy-ass mask of his. I'm down for this fight. For what it's worth, Elliot, everybody at camp is still alive. We managed to take him down non-lethally.
These relieved tears flow into his eyes, Elliot finally allowing himself to feel something.
Can I insight if that's real and genuine or not?
You may. As he falls to his knees.
Natural 20.
Oh!
26.
These are the most genuine tears you have seen in your entire life. As he kind of collapses to the ground, Wolfgang, he kind of grabs the sides of your cloak and just begins sobbing.
I'll hold the back of his head and tuck him into my chest.
Nara, now that she's seen that that's really him, she, like, gets up, walks over to him. Like pats the lass on the head, walks over to Elliot, stands above him and stares at him for a minute. And just falls to her knees and collapses over top of him in a hug.
As Elliot deeply sobs. Here's where we're going to take a quick break. Hey guys, Lani here. I just wanted to thank you for rolling with us. And if you wanted to catch us live, you can do so almost every Monday at 5 o'clock Central Time over on twitch.tv/Lanipator. Now, back to the show. So the remainder of the night is a bit of a solemn one. You guys get back to camp. You bring the bodies of Tadger and Speck along with you. Dimitri has been treating, he's gotten everybody into bunks by now, and he's been treating them as best he can, even though he doesn't really have much by way of healing capacity. But they're resting, at the very least. When all of them are back on their feet, a very brief version of what information you guys have is passed along to them. Essentially, they will continue on their mission toward the last known location of Mitternacht. And you guys will split off and start heading toward the Colossus Kuldara at the core of Needhog's desolation. Now with a new spur thrown into the mix that the Jester himself is heading that way. I guess I should move you guys to the more appropriate location. There we go.
So wait, we split off already, or you will
be in the morning. Basically, they're going to be heading to the northeast, and you'll be heading towards the northwest, following the river.
Oh, I see.
Brief memorials are held for the soldiers that you guys didn't really know, but everybody here kind of grew up around. But nothing seems to interrupt this, as the Jester has left with his prize. Is there anything any of you would like to do for the evening?
Yes. Wolfgang would like to talk to Elliot.
It's easy enough to find him. He kind of wandered off to be on his own. He's just sitting on a stump.
I use my fatherly instincts to find him while he's off sulking.
Yeah, you kept track of him as he wandered off while everybody else was gathering, and kind of let him be for a few moments just to give him some air, but then followed him out. He just kind of stares blankly, his back to you as you approach. He hears the dried wood and sticks and leaves that you step on as he approaches, but he doesn't seem to flinch or react to it.
Hello, son.
Father.
Mind if I take a seat?
He gestures towards a nearby rock. All yours.
He'll hang his hat up on like a branch or something, and he'll pull the rock up and park down next to him.
Nara was right. What I did was reckless.
What you did in the heat of the moment. And I don't think anybody blames you. It's bad, but it's not unfixable. The thing that people don't realize about us Connollys, sometimes, even ourselves, is that though we've got all this power, we're not gods. We're not the people we serve. We don't have all the answers and all the information, and sometimes you just aren't bloody enough.
It's hard to count the times that I feel like I have been enough, honestly.
Well, you're no slouch. That's for damn sure. And you set an example to your men. And they look up to you. And they respect you. And that's why they follow you into hellish places like this. You can't blame yourself.
It's a nice sentiment, but what I did, even if it felt like it was for the best, I may have given the most dangerous being everything it wanted. And moreover, I put that on your plate. If I'm to lead by example, I should be going with you. I should be fixing this mistake.
You said it yourself, son. This is something that we can do. And you've got your mission. You can't go going back on your word now.
I know.
And I know it's hard. But we work every day to make sure the living's a little bit easier. And maybe, someday, we won't have to work so hard anymore.
I hope you're right.
I am. Fathers are always right. And I grin and I smack him on the back.
He lets out kind of a sideways smile.
I guess I'll take your word for it then. You ain't
So,
done yet?
I wanted to ask, just because I was curious. You and your missus, did you get married?
Best we could, anyway. Not much of a ceremony. Kind of a battlefield kind of thing. Swore ourselves to each other. We thought we were gonna die.
Well,
But we didn't.
hell, that sounds familiar to how I met your mother. I check his hand for a ring.
You look at his hands. He does have a few rings, some of which are magical, but one of which is mundane.
Ah. I'll take off one of my gloves. And I'll reveal that on my right hand, I have a plain gold band that he's been wearing this entire campaign.
You still miss her?
Like hell.
I wonder if she knows everything that's been going on. I wonder if she's seen it.
Well, there are some things I hope she didn't have to see, but sometimes a few lies on me. And I'll reach into my pocket and I'll pull out a platinum ring that, instead of a jewel, is a seed encased in amber.
What's that?
Your mother's. That right there is the seed for one of her favorite flowers, the place she grew up in. Couldn't get her silver, obviously, so I went with something that at least looked like it.
Even burns me a bit, and well, you know.
When I get home, when I get back to my time, when this is all over, I'm giving this to you.
I guess I don't really have much of a way to hold you to that, but your word's as good as any I've ever known. Even if you miss the odd birthday here and there. Some 30 of them. He kind of smirks at you a little bit.
Right. I'll try not to, I'll try not to do that as often. Get back. Maybe I'll even get Jamot to teach me how to cook.
Wish I could have tried his cooking. I heard it was good.
Oh, you loved it.
And I wish I could remember it.
I remember. Start playing with your food. Make a mess. Pea soup everywhere.
Things I have to look forward to, I suppose. He looks back up and looks off into the distance. Those are things I have to experience. I have to come back from this.
Damn right. And you will.
I will.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Da.
Well, speaking of learning to cook, I should probably go get back there and get supper ready. I'll leave you to your sulking.
For what it's worth, I'm prouder than anyone to be your son.
He grabs his hat and pulls it over his eyes. Good to hear.
I'll be back in a few.
And he goes back to looking off towards the north. Denier, Nara, anything for the evening?
I've got some things to do.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm going to, first off, since it's evening, I'm going to cast my, I'm going to continue the continuous castings of Arcanist's Magic Aura, which is going to burn a few of my second level slots. I'm going to read the, through ritual casting, comprehend languages, I'm going to read my Sylvan Words of Power. And once it comes time for bedtime, I'm going to cast Dream on Asmo Snake Man.
Can you choose another character just because I don't want to put words in his mouth?
Fair enough. I was just going to give him
I'd
the basics
appreciate
and
it.
just... Yeah. Yeah, we can just hand wave and just tell him that I told him the information.
All right.
Do you need me
I do
to
need you
roll?
to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like NPCing other players' characters.
Yeah, I get you. I figured that you were going to do something like that, which is why I'm cool with just hand waving it. Wow.
Oh my
Yeah, Denier is not in a great place tonight.
Natural 1, yeah, you're yeah. You can't even like crack open that book. Like you prepare yourself to, but you just say not tonight, no.
Yeah, his hands are shaking too bad. Knowing that the Jester has what he wants, it's just adding on to the bad week that Denier's having. So he just tosses it aside and he goes into the dream world.
All right, I'll say this: you attempt to find Asmo's dream, but he is not asleep.
Okay.
So you have to choose another.
Then Denier is just going to mess with. He's going to tinker in his mind palace while monitoring the sorcerers. I'm going to finish up what I was doing with. A while back, I did a thing where I was modifying the tower, and I only got about halfway.
Okay.
So I'd like to finish
Massacre.
modifying it and keeping an eye on the sorcerers in case something happens with them.
All right, you kind of have yourself like a little surveillance network overlooking the dreams of interest. Due to the kind of fluid nature of the dream space, you're able to kind of maneuver and move things around at will. Distance doesn't really make much of a difference here, so much as long as you like have a mind in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so long as that mind is dreaming, it is within your grasp, in your realm. So as you modify your tower, you glance out over the dream space. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okie doke. Nat 20.
Oh boy. With that, holy shit.
Wow.
Okay. There's a particular oddity that you notice. There's this... It's a familiar feeling kind of drifting around you.
Mm-hmm.
Both familiar and kind of unfamiliar at the same time. This sort of like ethereal nature of this being begins to manifest itself, recognizing that you have perceived it. And far below, at the base of your tower, you see a shape start to take form. It looks humanoid, and it kind of stands at your front door. It glances around. It's hooded currently. And as it kind of like taps at your door, you hear this very loud boom.
The Denier will wave a hand. The door opens as he glides down to the front floor to meet this guest.
Before the door opens, he noticed that whatever he just tried to do did not open the door. And then the door starts to creak open as you begin to glide your way down, kind of morphing yourself through your own dream tower. As you open the door, the form kind of takes like a step back. Oh, fascinating.
Greetings, welcome.
Hi. Interesting place you have here. I couldn't seem to open your door with... Have we met before? The voice of a probably 20-something, like, just post-adolescent male speaks to you.
That would depend. What's your name?
Well, I've been many things to a lot of people, but for some reason you seem familiar, though I can't quite place the name. As he pulls back the hood, you see a young adult Arcanos.
Oh.
Ah. You I know. I am
So we have
Somnium
met.
Vagus.
That
Or-
name rings a bell.
You can just call me Som.
He looks at his hands. This is the realm of dreams.
It is.
Very fascinating. Which means that you're anchored to my home. Ha! How about that? All these years traveling and... I'm sorry. It's been a while. Trying to...
Mm-hmm.
Project Exodus, you survived it? Or is... He starts to ponder. Or are there other alternate timelines where you might not have been there for that, and... I guess I should just ask you.
I'm aware of Project Exodus.
So you were there.
Allow me to give you a piece of advice, my dear friend.
Okay.
Never go to the void.
The void. Never go to the void. What's in the void?
He gives a
More-
little bit.
Oddly, where is the void? Just so I know to avoid it.
He almost jazz hands. That's just it, isn't it? Where is the void? That one's really gonna stump you, but I got a feeling you're the type that doesn't really like spoilers.
Fascinating. You seem to know some things that I don't. Which means you've met me before, but not as I am now. Oh, this is fun. Mind if I come in?
By all means. I'm
And
just tinkering a little bit with one of my spells.
He wanders into your domain, noticing, like, finding some familiarity in some of the spaces as you had shown him in his much younger years.
Denier
he
gives
tell-
a little bit of a smile towards him as he flicks his collar and he shows the symbol.
He tells you about his experience after Project Exodus, where he found himself basically in that same white space that you had found your selves.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, I really thought I had done it. I thought that was it. That was the end. I found myself in this expansive stretch. Nothing but bright light as far as the eye could see, until I realized where I was. It was a realm beyond all realms. It was infinity. The space that contained all of time and space. But not just from one dimension, from all dimensions. And as soon as I figured out how to travel, I ripped myself into another reality entirely. I popped from place to place and... I got very lost.
I can imagine. But then again, not all who wander are lost.
True. I met friends. Learned a number of things. And then I decided I wanted to try crossing into other dimensions. And that's how I found myself here. The realm of dreams.
Nice place, isn't it?
I didn't even realize this is where I was until now. There's so much left out there to learn. So much to discover. It would drive a lesser mind mad, I suppose.
Are you fond of hypothetical questions?
So long as I can find the hypothetical answer, he says, kind of like tapping the chair that he's sitting in.
So, say there's a being that's gotten trapped inside of the infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't want to leave. Is there a way to, say, forcibly remove something or someone from the infinity?
Well, sure. All you have to do is get there.
And I expect that is a difficult thing to do, given that you had quite the setup for Project Exodus.
It's not the easiest thing, no, and there is some degree of risk. What do you know about intertangling dimensions, folding one plane over another?
Can I make an Arcana check for that? Given that I've been messing with the realm of dreams.
I'd say with disadvantage, sure.
Okie doke. That's a 15.
The best your mind can kind of tell, his explanation here is something kind of akin to what would happen if you tried to fold put one bag of holding inside of another when you, literally intercept two things that just cannot exist in the same space. Essentially, you need to do something that would... Cataclysmic is a word that I feel like could be thrown around. The fallout from such a spell could ripple throughout all of time and space in the immediate vicinity. It could manifest in a number of ways. Mostly as a form of probably chronomantic runoff or radiation. But in doing so, you rip a hole in space and time so strong that you could find yourself going straight beyond all of it. Which is, I guess, how Project Exodus turned out.
I mean, it was somewhat successful, although it had some unexpected consequences.
Would these be spoilers? He says, kind of like glancing to the side.
He gives a wink to Arcanos.
Then say no more. I'll find
What
out
I will
later.
what I will say While I very much say you should never go to the void, if you do go, you'll probably find a younger me there. And he gives a little bit of a smile.
Well, then I'm glad this won't be the last time we meet.
Most definitely. Our paths, I got a feeling that they're intersected. Quite a many times.
Throughout the rest of the night, you kind of get to know the young adult Arcanos. You share stories, and eventually when you know dawn is approaching, he'll make his merry way out. Drift through a few more dimensions and continue on his way.
Yeah, he'll talk theories. Oh, he will potentially ask about ways to potentially repair the staff, if that's plausible.
Oh, that's very plausible. If you just kind of like show him a facsimile of it in your dreams.
Yeah, talk about how he knows what the other pieces of it are supposed to be. He hasn't acquired them yet, but repairing the staff or strengthening the staff is something that is proving to be quite the challenge.
He basically lets you know that while it was his will that built the staff, any enchanter of a particularly high level should be able to help you repair it.
Okay. Good deal. I thank him for his time, and I give him a coy smile. Until the next time we meet, young Arcanos.
Until next time, Somnium Vagus.
And
Nara, what would you be doing for the evening?
So Nara would definitely start by trying to read some of that Soulbond book.
All right, go ahead and give me another intelligence check.
Okay. Oop. 14.
You're still trying to shake off the massive headache that came from that psychic scream earlier. But you're able to crack through a few chapters and retain a decent amount of information.
So she spends a little while doing that. A little time working with Lil Ass. Not like a lot, but some.
He seems very tuckered out from the day's events too, but you can go ahead and give me an animal handling to see if you can.
Yeah. 15.
What would you like to be training him to do?
She's just going to work on getting him to go certain places, like, okay, if I do this, you go over here. If I make this, you get down. If I, like giving him
Teaching him basic hand signals.
Yeah.
All right, he doesn't seem super cooperative, but you give him little meat treats whenever he does something appropriately. He seems to be catching on, but trained is not a word I would even come close to saying.
Yeah. So, and I specifically said not for long because I'm sure he's pretty tuckered out, and he probably can't hold a lot of attention anyway.
Yeah, not particularly. He took the same psychic scream that you did.
Yeah, so, she trains with him for a teeny, like, maybe 10 minutes, and then is like, okay, yeah, you're right, bedtime for you. But she's still a little too wound from the kind of, well, she died today, and, like, had a lot happen, so she just kind of walks around until at some point, she comes across Dimitri.
He's standing at the fresh dug and buried graves of Speck and Tadger. He noticed you approach, but doesn't really say anything.
It's weird, right?
What is?
Been all that time getting to know someone. Who they are, what they're like. Little quirks. Then they just go. Then they're
Suppose
gone.
it is odd in a way.
Hmm.
Hate to say it, but well, it never gets easier. Never really gets harder either.
Weird thing to me. Just 'cause, growing up, a lot of people died around me, or were killed around me, or I killed a lot of people. So, I get it. Grief. And the sadness that comes with it. But I never really had any of it stick before. Not until my mom. When I found out that she was a little closer than I thought. I got to see her today. Sort of. Anyway.
A mother's love can be hard to shake.
Yeah. Listen. This is gonna sound real fucked up. But I didn't know how much it would mean to me to see her, even if it's not her. And I want to give you that option if you want it.
He, for the first time in this conversation, kind of slowly turns and looks at you.
What do you mean?
I know you know who killed your dad.
I have my very strong suspicions, yes.
Well, they're right. And I was there. I have, if you want, the option to take on his form. I'm not him. It won't be him. But I can show you what your dad looks like, if you want to see him.
I appreciate it, but I don't think that's something that I need. The memories and stories of the man do me well enough. I know he's not the shining paragon my mom told me he was. But I'm
Nara's
also
sort
sure he's not the horrible monster that everyone else believes. I'm sure the answer is somewhere in between. Regardless, I never knew the man. I never will. Not till I cross over, anyway.
Probably for the best. And I know that's a weird offer, but
No. I appreciate it, love. It's been a rough day for everyone. Heard you almost bit it.
Oh, I bit it. Pretty sure I pissed that guy off a lot, too.
Well, for what it's worth. Well, to be a darker place without a beauty like yourself walking its surface. So I'm glad you didn't.
Look at you, flatterer.
He kind of cocks a toothy grin.
One of the things I'm good at. If you care to find out the other ones, I'm around.
He turns back.
I know a certain snake could be a little bit too pissed about that, but I appreciate it. I'm sorry you had to go through all this, everything on your own. I'm glad you had Elliot and the others.
I am too.
You were born into a world of monsters just like I was. Hard not to see some parallels.
I was a monster born into a world of monsters. Raised by men better than I had ever any right to.
That is where we differ.
You seem to turn out all right yourself. You may have had a long road getting there, and I might not know it. But when I look at you, I don't see some deranged killer. I don't see some heartless monster. I see Nara. The question is, who is she to you?
Well, that's a big question. One I'm definitely trying to figure out right now.
I feel like that's the eternal question.
I did turn a guy into a frog so that I didn't have to kill him. But then he was the jester, so I really wanted to kill him. Been a really weird day.
Best laid plans and all that.
Yeah. Seriously. She looks at the graves.
You see them there, marked with kind of a stone cairn, not a very tall stone stack, but at the base of the graves there's a stone with each of their names carved in them.
I could have been in one of these so many times.
You and me both.
Please. The wrong person had found my body a few times, they probably would have buried me.
Tricky thing about being what I am. I ain't even got a pulse. Wrong person discovers me sleeping.
True. Didn't really think about that. Again, weird to say, but glad I didn't kill you as a baby. You seem cool.
I'm glad you didn't too.
Hopefully your mom's not crazy when we go back.
She's just
If we
very
go back.
protective.
Poof. You didn't say that again. Your dad was an unholy nightmare.
Bet he gave you hell. Made you earn every inch of his grave.
He did. Well. Yeah, sorry again. I know it was sort of a weird offer, but it meant something to me and I didn't know if it'd mean something to you.
I appreciate it.
Well,
Okay.
She punches him on the shoulder.
don't die. Okay?
He smirks, kind of rubs his shoulder a bit. You too.
Try not to do it again. Anyway.
He kind of grabs your hand and gently brings it towards his mouth and kisses it. Good night.
Good night.
He turns back towards the graves, staying on his vigil.
And she goes to go sleep.
Everybody rests up through the night.
Thank God.
Nothing seems to go wrong. Except, no.
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Nah, you've been through enough. Everybody gets a long rest.
Woo!
Oh,
Get,
I'm getting
get
the
your
sheet
spells
right
back.
now.
And at the top of the morning, Dimitri, Elliot, Nara, and Denier, and one other person. I'll go with the guy I almost killed.
Oh God.
Alright,
You all
good
get
good
11
old Tomasi.
temporary. Yeah, you all get 11 temporary hit points.
Yay.
Meanwhile, I get 17
Oh, look at
temporary hit
you.
points.
As the campground gets cleared, everybody packs up and Dimitri's kind of gathering the troops, making sure they have their marching order. Elliot wanders up to the three of you as you guys are getting packed up.
This is it then.
Suppose so.
Guess we won't see each other till we're back safely at Dragon's Rest then.
Aye.
I don't want to harp on it, but I am sorry for putting this mission on you.
Ah. Planning on killing the Jester anyway.
He's a lot stronger than when you knew him.
So I've heard. But well, so am I.
I will see you again. All of you.
Damn right.
All right. Best to rip this band-aid off. Suppose I should get moving.
Right.
He pauses for a moment and just kind of shakes his arms and then buckles down and gives you a big hug, Wolfgang.
I'll stagger back a step and then I'll wrap my arms around him.
I love you, Dad.
Yes, son.
He leans back.
Take care. And don't die.
Oh. It'll take more than a clown and some overgrown lizard to keep me from getting back to you.
At the first sign of things not going right, you go back to your first plan. You find whatever it is you need to get back to the right time.
Son. I understand. We'll be careful.
Aye. Well then.
He
luck,
stands
son.
and he gives you a salute.
For the Kylum.
For the world.
He ends his salute and starts walking towards his men. Oh! When you see Uncle Fuck, tell him I said hi.
I'm gonna smack him for teaching you that word.
Go to
Didn't hear
Great
gives-
Nazeni, I suppose. He says as he kind of like waves his hand as he turns his back. He rallies his men and they begin marching off northeastward.
Denir gives a little bit of a smirk to Wolfgang. As much as you talk shit about him, you know you miss him.
Ah, well.
I was like,
What can I say?
Self on the side, like kind of uncontrollably, like.
No, we didn't exactly have the best start. And he pisses me off. A lot. But, well,
I mean,
he has a way of growing on people.
You did save his life by turning into a deer.
Hell, he saved mine a couple of times, too.
Oh my gosh, it's been 30 years since I've seen him. Oh.
Think how impressed he's going to be as soon as he sees how young you are.
I'm still older than him by several decades. But I understand the sentiment.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
She eyes Elliot real quick, turns back to Wolfgang.
If your son dies, I'm gonna find him in the afterlife and kick his ass.
Well,
Good luck with that. He hurled me out of his dreams as a baby. Think about what he can do now.
didn't exactly get to see him fight. What was he like?
So you know how you're all, I'm an angel, I have a gun and a sword and it's flaming and so angel radiant bullshit, all that?
Right. Yeah, I remember I say that quite frequently.
Yeah, that times like 20. So much more than was necessary, but also it worked sometimes. He didn't have the hat though. So it wasn't exactly the same, but it was pretty close.
Well,
Ooh, he's going to lose points for not having the hat.
now we do have the hat. He sort of cracks his knuckles.
When are you gonna get to do the little star shooty beam thing?
I'm sorry? Star shooty beam?
Yeah, he had this like. There were all these big rings of light, and then they became tiny balls, and then he fired them.
And as the camera pans out, Nara explains to you the machinations of these intensely powerful spells that your son was wielding. You guys throw your bags over your shoulder and tarry northward. And here's where we'll end today's session.